my channel. So today's video, I'm very excited for this video. So excited that I had to like Snapchat about it and I had to like tell everybody and their moms about it, when I'm usually not like that. I actually had another video planned for today, but I asked you guys on Snapchat if you guys wanted to either see a full face Milani, which is still gonna come your way. I didn't just buy all these products to just hoard them and, you know, not give you guys what you want, but I gave you guys the option of either that or a review on the new Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra-Longwear foundation. I have been honestly following this foundation since I think Trend Mood gave us a sneak peek of it like a while ago, and I've just been keeping up with it, and as soon as I saw it on Sephora's website, I had to get it because it said Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear foundation, and I'm somebody who, when I read Ultra Longwear, I automatically think matte, and when I think of matte foundation, I think of something that I need to have. And I've tried Laura Mercier foundations in the past 4 and I have really enjoyed them. My skin type, however, hasn't enjoyed them, so I feel like this is gonna be more suited toward us girls with oily skin, which you guys all know I have. So I'm very excited to try this out, and I'm wearing my glasses right now because I'm blind and I can't see if I'm in focus, and my glasses help me make sure that I'm in focus, so that's why I'm wearing my glasses. And I'm actually really excited about testing out this foundation today because it's supposed to hit, I think, 102 degrees, which I think after 101 or at least 100 degrees, like dead heat, and I'm definitely going to be outside a lot today. No setting spray will help, almost no powder will help, so we're really going to test the longevity of this foundation, and it claims to be like a 15-hour foundation. Like, that's a huge claim, so we'll see how this goes. I'm definitely going to keep you guys updated throughout the day. This is going to be the last time you guys are going to see me sitting here because the rest of the video is going to be more vlog style, but I will definitely keep you guys updated on this. This foundation is $48 on the Sephora website, which that's where I got it from. I purchased this foundation. It wasn't sent to me. That's neither here nor there though. I like to be honest and say when something is sent to me, but it's not going to affect my opinion either way. Like I said, it's $48. It claims to be a full to a medium coverage. It's supposed to cater to sensitive, normal, dry, combination, and oily skin. We'll see about that because that's supposedly a jack of all trades, but sometimes when things claim to be a jack of all trades, they usually tend to be a master of none. So I'm definitely curious to see like what that's going to look like. It says the finish is matte, which definitely drew me in. Like I said, I love matte foundations, and again, it's supposed to be wearable for 15 hours. That's a very long time, and it's supposed to be very long lasting, give you full coverage, and to be super lightweight. So the entire quote says, get lasting wear and all the coverage without the weight. This oil-free foundation is formulated with skin fusion technology to seal it into place for 15 hours of high performance, comfortable wear that's transfer, sweat, humidity, and water resistant. So that's a lot. That's like, we'll see. We'll see. And it is formulated without parabens, sulfates, or that word. And it is dermatologist tested and fragrance free. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna go ahead and prime now. The reason I prime is because I would never typically wear a foundation on a regular day basis without priming. So I'm not gonna test it in a way that I wouldn't wear it. Like, I'm gonna test this foundation in a way that I would wear it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use my tried and true products that I know work. So if something doesn't work in this foundation, I know it's the foundation because I already trust the products that I'm going to use. So I'm going to use my favorite primer. This is my NYX Tea Tree Balanced Skin Elixir. I love this primer. It's not technically a primer. It's a skin elixir, but you guys know I use it to prime. And it has tea tree oil in it, which I love because I am breaking out right now, as you guys can see. But I'm honestly not too mad about it. Another reason why I was excited to try this foundation now was because I am breaking out, and I wanted to see like how well it would actually cover like my blemishes and stuff. These are so painful, by the way. These are so painful. They're like really deep in there and they hurt. So now I'm going to go ahead and prime as well with my Urban Decay B6 Vitamin Infused Prep Priming Spray. Okay, so now to open this guy up. I got mine in the shade 3N2 Honey. So this claims to be a medium tone with neutral undertones, which I am not too warm, but I'm not too cool. I'm very like olive type of undertone. So this on the website read more like it was for me. I'm hoping it's not too dark, and I'm really hoping it's not too light because I am am kind of tan now. Either way, we're gonna make it work regardless. It comes with a pump, which is so awesome. I love foundations with a pump. So excited about that. And I'm gonna go ahead and do half my face with a beauty blender and half my face with a brush, just to really see what this works better with. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the brush side first, and because I want more coverage, I'm gonna, on this side, obviously, I'm gonna go ahead and use the brush on this side, which would be my left side. I'm dyslexic, so I don't quote me on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pump it real good. Ooh, it's very watery, and it's looking like it's gonna be a good shade match. I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my favorite foundation brushes. This is the IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection brush. I'm just gonna go ahead and get to work. I feel like this is gonna be too light for me. Maybe I wasn't the best with the shade matching. Maybe. The coverage so far is pretty good. Not mad at it, not at all. You know, when I was picking this foundation out, I was honestly afraid that I was gonna get a shade too dark. And clearly that's not the issue. We'll make it work. I feel like this is definitely going to be my winter shade. The reason I'm so dark right now is because my skin just attracts sun rays like crazy and I tan so easily. So as you can see, the coverage is pretty good. Like, you can't really see the redness in my blemishes so much. So that's not bad. Actually, I want to bring this up a little bit more. Yeah, that actually doesn't look bad at all. I like how it's looking so far. And honest to God, guys, it feels like there's nothing on my skin. Like, they both feel the same. This side doesn't feel heavy or anything. It just, I don't know, it just feels like air almost. It's very lightweight. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple more pumps and put this onto this side of my skin. And I'm just going to go in with a beauty blender on this side and see how that works with this foundation. I like it a lot more with the beauty blender so far, guys. A lot more. There's just something about the beauty blender's finish that no brush can beat, in my opinion. Like, once I got onto this, I mean, you guys can seriously vouch for me. Like, when was the last time you saw me use a foundation brush to put on my foundation in a recent video? I don't even remember. I've been using damp sponges since like the beginning of the year, maybe even more. Definitely like this foundation way more with the beauty blender. All right, that's what one layer looks like. As you can see, it's obviously way more full coverage on this side because I used a brush, and over here it looks just really flawless and beautiful. I really like how it looks. I'm going to go ahead and let that dry a little bit, and I'm going to add another layer because I want to see how full coverage this gets, and I want to see if this foundation actually builds without getting cakey. So I'm going to go ahead and wait a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and wait a little bit, and then I'll be right back. All right. So this is what 2 layers looks like, which is pretty damn full coverage. Like, you could barely see my mole, you could barely see the acne on my chin. Like, this is pretty full coverage, at least for me. Like, I'm not somebody who always loves full coverage. I'm not always about the cake, but this is definitely like enough cake for me, and it built up pretty nicely. It is a very matte foundation, guys. I will say, like, this is a matte foundation. This has very little to almost zero like radiance or luminosity, which I don't mind. If you're somebody who likes a radiant finish foundation, probably stay away from this because it's not going to give you what you want, but it is like flawless. It looks flawless. Like, my skin looks flawless. Like, I love it. As of now, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and then I'll check back in here, and then the rest of my opinions is going to be probably on my iPhone. So I don't have a vlogging camera yet, but I'm working on getting one, so hopefully that happens in the very near future. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just keep on getting ready, and we'll see how it do. Alright guys, I'm completely done. I definitely have some things to say. Holy crap, this foundation is matte. It is so matte. It is so matte to the point where it's almost at a powdery finish. Like, it's very, very, very matte. And I don't know how I feel about this foundation just yet, because I typically love matte foundations, but I feel like this might be just a little too matte to the point where, like, it's like kind of breaking apart around my nose, and a lot of my foundations don't do that. I'm not wowed by it, at least not yet. I don't know, like, I really wanted to just like love this foundation and be like pro, but I think right now I'm at a loss. But then again, guys, I'm somebody who changes my mind really fast when it comes to foundations, especially foundations. I'm definitely gonna still wear it throughout the day. I'm gonna see how it wears. I'm gonna see how like it looks, because honestly, it's so comfortable. It's so freaking matte, and it has such a beautiful coverage to it, and you don't even feel it on the skin. Like, I don't feel like I have makeup on. Like, it's just so air light, but as of now, like, I don't know how I feel about it. I love that it's matte, and I really do love the finish of it, but it's just so matte. I feel like it's separating so much because it's so matte. We'll definitely have to see. And then I have a long day today. I have class today. I'm going to be driving to SAC today, and I'm just going to be hanging out with my family right now. So what time is it? 3 o'clock exactly. Well, 2:59. It is 2:59, and yeah, we're gonna see, guys, because I don't really know. Right, Tachi? Empanizada? It looks kind of cakey, huh? Yeah, It looks really look at my nose. Look at my nose. Yeah. Yeah, it's like caking up.
Está como full cover.
This is my sister.
Oh, ay, me vas a poner. No,
She's gonna be in the video. Guys, this is what the foundation looks like in like natural lighting, not so fluorescent. As you can see, it's still a little too light for me, but it's not as bad as like when we were in the room and I was under the ring light. I don't know how I feel. It's so matte and it's so full coverage. So maybe it's just like not something that I'm particularly used to, because I'm not used to super full coverage. My L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible, but that's like, I feel like that's even less matte than this. Like, this is matte. I'll keep on doing check-ins, so we'll see how it goes. But for now, it's like, I don't know. Alright guys, it is 6:15 right now, so that is right around the like the 3-hour mark, I would say, and I'm starting to get really shiny in my T-zone. Everywhere else, the foundation just is starting to look a lot more natural and not as matte. Definitely not as matte. Like, it definitely looks like I've just been wearing it. And as much as I was like blasting the AC on my way here, which was about like a 45-minute drive, like, it was still really hot in my car, and I feel like the foundation is still wearing pretty well, so I'm not too mad at it. Okay guys, I have Vita and Mel with me, and Michael's there too. How does this foundation look to you guys? I need to know.
And just in there, or I want to look at it?
No, like in person.
I still think it looks good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mel.
Is it sparkly?
It's supposed to be a matte foundation. That's what it's freaking me out. Like, and it's supposed to be a 6. Hey!
It's sparkly around your eyes, but not on your cheeks.
Oh, well, thank you.
So,
well, thank you.
Do you guys approve?
You're a little glowy. You're
Is it Vita and Mel approved?
Mel approved for sure.
It's glowy.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Gorgeously glowy.
Thank you. Joe, tell me how, from a man's perspective, tell me how my foundation looks today.
Point to your foundation.
Oh my god. It's like the base, like my skin. Look at my skin.
Sturdy. You seem pretty
Look
sturdy.
at my skin.
Try to get her push.
So what am I supposed to say?
No, just say whatever you want. Like, I need an honest man's
What did you pay
opinion.
me to say?
I didn't pay you to say anything.
Oh. What do I think of it?
Yeah.
It looks nice.
Oh, thank you, you guys. It's Vita, Mel, and Joe approved, and Michael too. Right, Michael?
Michael's an establishment.
Boy, Michael's underage. You can't film him.
Oh. I know that I said that I was gonna like give my final thoughts the day, like by the end of the day yesterday when I like was done with my day. I had to take my sister to the airport, and then some stuff got crazy, point blank period. I didn't get home till like 1:20 a.m. last night, and I was just so tired, and I just wanted to take my makeup off, and I couldn't like film at the time, so I wasn't able to do like my last check-in of the day and give you guys my final thoughts. But I did go ahead and put on the makeup again today, and okay, let me just finish on what happened yesterday. Yesterday, I didn't like how it wore. To me, this was supposed to be a matte finish foundation and more of like a natural kind of finish foundation. It got oily on me at the 3-hour mark, and then it just consistently started breaking up more and more. But then I went on the Sephora website and I read how you're actually supposed to apply the foundation, and you're not really supposed to build a lot of the foundation on, which I did at 2 layers, which probably wasn't the best thing to do with this particular foundation, and I did that, and I think that's also why it broke up on me so fast. So I went ahead and just put on one thin layer with a beauty sponge, because on the website it did say it works better with a beauty sponge, and I used my beauty blender as opposed to a brush. And you guys know I did like brush basically on half of my face. That's where my foundation got really cakey really fast. So I wasn't really impressed with it yesterday, and I got compliments on it, but I got complimented on how shiny it was, and I don't really like shiny foundation. So if you guys are looking for something that's eventually just gonna gonna get really shiny and luminous throughout the day, this would be a good foundation for you. But on me, I personally didn't like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and test it out again today. I am gonna be honest with you guys, like it is a very nice foundation, but I feel like it emphasizes a lot of my fine lines. I feel like it emphasizes pores that aren't even there. I feel like it's that type of matte foundation, but then it does get so oily, and then when it gets oily, it's like game over, like it just breaks up. So I don't think I'm gonna be the biggest fan of this foundation. I'm still gonna wear it again throughout the day. I don't want to say like my legit final thoughts, but I'm just like that with foundation. I don't know if this is worth it. Like I can't recommend it right now, honestly. I can't put my stamp of approval on it. But then again, guys, like I mentioned before on my channel, makeup is such a personal thing. Makeup is such a personal thing. We don't all have the same skin type. We're all built with the same equipment, but we're built differently. I really hope that makes sense to you guys, because even though we all have skin, we don't all have the same skin. And this might work for a lot of people, but I don't think it's, honestly, I don't think it's gonna work for me. I just feel like it's so matte in the beginning. It's so matte that it emphasizes almost everything, and it's so drying in the weirdest way, because you could feel like it's a drying matte foundation, but you also don't really feel it because it's such a lightweight foundation. It's a really weird consistency. I really like that it's lightweight, I'll give you that. I think the coverage is really gorgeous. The color selection is amazing. They have so many shades, so like honestly I feel like they have a shade to literally complement everybody. The cons for me honestly have to be like it emphasizes almost every single pore, and I have so many foundations that don't do that. Mattifying foundations that don't do that. I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I don't really have crazy large pores, you know, and this emphasizes like everything to the extreme, and I don't like that. I'm not impressed by it, guys. I'm really not. At the moment, I just don't think this foundation is really worth it, but I'm gonna keep on testing it out. And today I did try it with a more hydrated primer underneath, and it did blend out better, but again, I could see it really settling in my fine lines. I'm already getting like oily right here, and I don't know, like I'm just not, I don't think I'm living for this foundation just yet, you know what I mean? I'm disappointed. I'll just go ahead and end the video here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment down below if you guys have tried it, and if you have tried it and if it has worked for you, please let me know how you used it, because I really want to be able to make this foundation work for me, because I just feel like it's honestly a really good foundation. I just think that for me personally, it didn't like me and it didn't work out, so please let me know how you used it. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support, and yeah, I'll catch you guys on my next one. Bye guys.